First, fighting out of the blue corner, he's trained out of Kick-Ass MMA and coached by Steve Kennedy. Out of Morley, Western Australia, weighing in at 75.4 kilograms. This is his debut. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sean Roberts. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained out of Seldy's Gym in Perth, Western Australia. Coached by Mark Selden and Jamie Hunt by way of Liberia. Weighing in at 75.8 kilograms with a record of 1 fight for 1 win. Ladies and gentlemen, George the Misfit Garley.
Now we've got George Garley versus Sean Roberts. George fights out of Seldy's MMA. Sean's out of Kick-Ass. George has had 1 fight and this is Sean's debut. So George won his first fight by an absolutely brutal knockout. We didn't really get to see much of him, but this will be an interesting matchup.
George, very similar to Pablo in the last fight, is a very extensive jiu-jitsu background, but he did have that devastating KO of Pablo in the last his last MMA bout. Started out strong with a leg kick. Sean looking to stalk George down. George is very explosive.
Sean's looking confident here.
Training out of Kick-Ass, they have a lot of very skilled fighters there, so he's definitely used to being in this type of predicament. George looking for the takedown.
George aggressively shoots for a takedown and gets
very
there.
Aggressive.
Straight to the back.
And punches. George very, very, very explosive, very strong. At 76 kilos, you'd be very hard to find someone as strong as George. Sean doing very well getting to the cage, really neglecting that power.
Oh, nice knee there by George.
He's fighting the hands, trying to get rid of that body lock that George has. He just really needs to watch the choke here.
Yeah.
George is looking to climb the cage and get under the neck. Sean fighting the hands very well.
Yep.
Already Sean's got swelling on his eye. Testament to the power George has in those hands.
George has still got a hold of that neck.
Oh, and he's swinging.
Oh, winging a couple of big punches there. Oh.
And another one.
George is winging punches here.
Oh, George got
landed a massive uppercut.
Sean's staying in there. He's biting down his mouthpiece and he's getting straight back in there. Nice jab.
George is really sucking some air in too.
There's that takedown again.
Massive takedown.
Power double.
Straight to the back again. Sean's just got a nice grip of George's wrist there. George is quite comfortable on top here, I think.
Halfway through the round, a minute to go. Sean really wants to try and get up here. He's in the crucifix position.
Yeah, this could be bad for Sean. George just wants to lift up and roll over his left shoulder, but he's happy landing punishment here.
And Sean's going to look to reverse him and come on top.
George
looking for the guillotine.
Yeah, Sean's going to have to be careful.
Sean looking for the takedown here. Very good exchanges. Sean's hanging in there tough. Oh, big knee.
George has got his arm under the neck there.
It's not under the chin, so Sean's all right, but he really needs to watch the punches off the cage. George was winging them last time. And again, George, big breath there. 30 seconds left, and Sean is looking to take it to George.
Sean took a couple of big punches there, but it doesn't look to have phased him at all. He cops a head kick as well, but he seems to have a really good chin on him.
This is one of the downfalls of being so explosive and powerful.
10 seconds.
You may gas quickly. Let's see how George's gas tank lasts in the next round. Here we go in round 2. Let's see what George comes out with this round. He was firing on all cylinders in the last round, but Sean is hanging in there tough. Here we go.
They both come straight in. Sean's just managing the centre of the cage there.
George looks like he's recovered really well. He's not breathing as heavy as he was in the end of that last round. 3 threes for these amateur bouts.
Just feeling each other out. Nice leg kick by George there. Right underneath the knee.
He's faking it again, looking to take Sean out of his game. Sean cutting off the ring or the cage. Big uppercut missed.
Sean's looking confident to come forward. He doesn't seem to be intimidated at all by this power that George possesses.
Another big leg kick. Just on a side note, how great is it to have the cage back in WA? We saw the recent UFC event. There's a nice shot. Big takedown.
Big takedown.
George and again, straight to that crucifix position.
Yeah.
And he's up against the cage.
He's looking to separate that arm, and he's gone to the back now.
Now that
climbs up onto the back.
Now it's under the chin. Now Sean needs to be careful. It's under the chin. He's turning. Very nice by Sean. Great choke defense. And he's got double underhooks here.
You see a takedown from Sean here, you think?
Possibly. He's maybe looking to take the back himself. He does have double underhooks. And like I just mentioned, in that cage now, if this was a ring, it would be extremely unsafe.
Yeah,
big punch by George. And again, now there comes the big breaths after the big shot from George. I'd really like to see Sean just start putting the pressure on. There you go.
Yeah.
It's easy for me to say out here, but it would be really, really nice for him to see if he could pressure George, put him on the back foot.
Again, just feeling each other out, both sort of testing out the distance. George just slowed down a little bit here. I don't think he's tired. I think he's just sort of picking his shots a bit better now.
I like to see him work off that cage, try and get back to the centre of the ring. Oh, there's a big right hand and a left.
Punch. There you go.
And Sean evades both those shots. And he's still coming forward, biting on that mouthpiece. And there's a right hand.
Nice
that
right
one
hand.
landed.
Yep.
Another leg kick. You can see the swelling on that left leg of Sean's.
Yeah, that front leg is starting to get quite bright now.
Oh, he tries to return with a straight right. George was cautious.
George seems to be happy just sitting back against that fence and then winging that massive right hand over the top.
He landed on a jab. 10 seconds to go on this round.
Leg kick.
10 seconds.
Third and final round here, guys. First time we've seen a third round for the night.
After 3 finishes, sorry.
Sean looks game. And George being careful again, looking to wing those punches.
Ooh. Sean just comfortable plodding forward.
I really like to see Sean open up this round. I'm not sure he took those first 2 rounds just because there's a couple of good takedowns by George.
Yep. Yeah, if he gets a bit more aggressive here, this fight could get very, very interesting.
And here we go, trading jabs on the cage, and
there
there's
we go.
Sean throwing.
He's just very wary of George's power, I think.
Yeah.
Another nice jab.
Another
nice
power takedown.
And straight to that sidearm and he's got one hook in, he's got the second hook in.
Again, George looking to use that power, which he punches again, going to that crucifix. Sean standing up, fighting the hands, and he turns it around again.
Sean's doing an excellent job of getting back up there. You know, obviously George doing a great job with the takedowns, but Sean's doing just as good a job getting back to his feet.
Kick-ass MMA yelling in the corner, now or never. Sean's got to bite down his mouthpiece and go for broke. 2 minutes left in this fight. Oh, there we go. Oh, and he caught George there. He clipped him, and he's getting more confident with every punch. And again.
George dropping off a couple of jabs there.
Let's see on your fighters. Minute and a half to go.
George looking to slow down the action by putting Sean up against the cage. Oh, and he gets clipped with a right on the break.
Well done, Sean.
Sean's starting to bring it now. George has slowed down considerably, but he still has power in both hands at any time.
George is throwing that right hand, but Sean's really doing a good job of getting out of the way of it.
Sean's smiling. He's loving being in there.
Minute to go.
A minute to go. This is going to be a close one on the judges' scorecards. Do they see George's takedowns as a deciding factor, or the pressure that Sean is putting on George?
Another takedown by George, and straight to the back again.
But if Sean gets up here, crucifix position again. This time he's flattening him out.
Yeah,
this time he's flattening him out. Sean's coming up on a single leg.
Final 30 seconds.
Sean with a big deep breath now. Here we go, 30 seconds, 20 seconds. What's going to happen? Jab by Sean.
Awesome performance by both guys here.
George is looking to get out of harm's way. I think he knows he's in front.
10 seconds.
Last 10 seconds, they're both swinging for the fences here. Awesome fight. Well done by both guys.
First decision of the night. 3 rounds. We head to the judges for a decision. First judge scores at 29-28 to the blue corner. Judge 2 scores at 30-27 to the red corner. And Judge 3 for your winner by split decision, 30-27 to the red corner, George Garley.